Welcome to the Duanesburg's National Honor Society induction ceremony. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance followed by the national anthem performed by Natalie Lucido. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We are proud to recognize the standards National Honor Society members exhibit. While today's youth face challenges from various societal sectors, we present today's ceremony as a testament that positive influences will prevail and help develop future leaders. The Society was founded in 1921 in response to a growing demand for large-scale recognition of outstanding high school students. Since its birth, it has expanded to over 20,000 chapters located in secondary schools across the country. Duanesburg received its charter in 1944. Its emblem is a brightly glowing torch, symbolizing the ever-shining light of knowledge. I will now introduce our present members. Jack Holmes, Paul Munson, Morgan Hack, Alana Mitchell, Emelina Riesler, Brian Mallory, Kaylee Forsland, Taylor Meyer, Matthew Coons, Olivia Harris, McKenna Todd, Sarah Lindecki, Abigail O'Donnell, Kayla Schaefer, Laurel Johnson, Zachary Gamache, and Julie Wenzel. Brian will now explain how members are selected.
In order to be selected for membership in the National Honor Society, students must first maintain an 88 average beginning in the 9th grade. Each March, a list of eligible students is given to the Faculty Council, which then evaluates those eligible based on activity information forms each candidate has filled out. These forms present a picture of each candidate in the areas of leadership, character, and service. Students seeking membership are also asked to write an essay on the topic selected by the Faculty Council. The emblem of this society is the keystone of the torch. The keystone has at its base the letters C, S, L, and S. That stands for the 4 principles of this organization: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The light represents truth and knowledge. Membership has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in the high esteem by the Society. Here is a review of the qualities.
The first quality is scholarship. This means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend time in studying and reading because he or she knows the benefit that knowledge will bring. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is the one great element in life which leads to the highest successes, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort.
Leadership should exert a positive influence on the school. A leader takes the initiative in class and school activities. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to sometimes give up one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Leadership is always needed, and this is a challenge to our candidates. We, working together, can make a difference. We can make things better.
Service can be expressed in various ways. In the routine of the day, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work without being paid or without recognition for the benefit of those in need is the quality we seek in membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities. Through our efforts, we hope to create a better tomorrow.
The last quality we would like to explain is that of character. Character is what makes people unique. It is achieved, not received, and grows along with you. It is a form of self-control and making the right decisions. A member with character that the society seeks will show courtesy and respect for others, and will take criticism willingly. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we hope to prove by example that we value character. Let's now introduce our new inductees.
Our first inductee has proven his suitability for the National Honor Society. As a leader in varsity cross country, this student helped his teammates excel in their races. He's also successful at other sports like indoor track and outdoor track at his former school. When he isn't running, he is helping out his family, repainting their barn and deck, shingling roofs, and building a garage. He participated in Taekwondo, where he had many impressive achievements, like earning his black belt. His leadership is shown as a volunteer instructor for kids at Taekwondo classes. This student is also an avid member of the community, stacking wood, taking care of cats, dogs, and chickens for his neighbors. He does this all while maintaining a high average. Please join me in welcoming Max Helfrich to the National Honor Society.
Our next inductee has earned her place in the National Honor Society through countless hours of volunteering for the community and her swim teams. Since beginning high school and before, this inductee has participated in the Duanesburg Y swim team, putting many hours into practicing and competing against swimmers in the East Coast Division in some of the most prestigious meets. Alongside her own practicing and improvement, she sought to assist the coach by helping teach the younger kids the skills they would need to continue swimming competitively. She was recently chosen as a junior representative for the Adirondack Swimming Division, a leadership position that will continue as she goes through high school. This inductee didn't limit her commitment to the various swim organizations she is a part of, but has taken many hours out of her free time to volunteer and participate in activities for her class, school, and community. She's helped her class through volunteering at class dances, a garage sale, among other activities, and as a sophomore, she has taken a place on the student council, hoping she can help the school and speak for her fellow students. Out in the community, this inductee has actively participated in church-sponsored events like Vacation Bible School and the annual senior dinners. Please join me in welcoming Emma Lindecki into the National Honor Society.
Our next inductee has proven his suitability for an induction into the National Honor Society. Through his captaincy of the JV basketball team, persistent participation in the Lightning basketball program, and dedication to the varsity soccer team, he has proven his potential to better not only himself, but the school and the community that surrounds him. This student extends his service to his community, where he has volunteered at a Vacation Bible School, at the local children's soccer program as a referee, and at a basketball summer camp, providing instruction on the court and portraying his leadership skills as a coach. He is a model student, working tirelessly to balance academics with extracurricular activities, all while maintaining a high average. With the combination of leadership and service, our next inductee has the potential to lead the NHS toward a brighter and better future. Please join me in welcoming Andrew Harris to the National Honor Society.
Our next inductee embodies all that the National Honor Society stands for. Being a gifted athlete, she's been a captain for both varsity basketball and varsity volleyball, while still keeping her overall average above a 95 each quarter. She's also a leader off the court. This inductee has been a class advisor and a student council representative for her peers. She has attended and been a member of the Leadership Coalition Conference for the last 2 years. This inductee is more than willing to better her community with her work in the Leo Club's annual blood drive and wreath making. She's also collected money during basketball games for victims of a house fire. When she isn't improving her skills on the court or in the classroom, this inductee volunteers her time to help instruct first and second graders develop their basketball skills each Saturday morning. This inductee embodies the values that the National Honor Society stand for. Please join me in welcoming Madison Meyer to the Duanesburg National Honor Society.
Our next inductee is someone who embodies what it means to be a hard worker. Whatever the goal he sets for himself, he works hard to attain it. He is a three-sport athlete participating in cross country, wrestling, and track, where he is also a scholar athlete maintaining a 95 or above. He has volunteered to help support these programs and his community. He also participates in band and jazz band, as a secretary for both, and as a musician. He has repeatedly shown himself to be a proficient leader and was chosen for the Cooperstown 2020 Leadership Conference. He is also very involved with his church and recently helped distribute hand sanitizer to those in need. Between his dedication to sports, music, and service to his community, this student is the perfect candidate for NHS. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming Chris Vogt to the National Honor Society.
Our next inductee is a hardworking student who exemplifies the principles of the National Honor Society. She participates in volleyball on the varsity level, where she is a scholar athlete and has taken on leadership roles to help and encourage her teammates. She also took part in organizing elementary students to teach them about volleyball and lead them in different activities. She's an honors student who has participated in numerous class fundraisers and helped peer edit the papers of underclassmen. She's an active member of the community, volunteering with the Leo Club in the Red Cross blood drive and in tie-dyeing pillowcases for Bassett Children's Hospital. Outside of school, she represents DeWaynesburg on her club volleyball team, tutors other students in her free time, and makes cloth masks for those in the community who are unable to purchase any. Please join me in welcoming Grace Sexton to the National Honor Society. Our next inductee has proven herself throughout her high school career as a dedicated student athlete who perfectly embodies the principles of the National Honor Society. She participates in swimming on the varsity level, where she has taken on a leadership role, earning both the Coaches Award and Most Improved Swimmer. Additionally, she has competed for the DeWaynesburg Electric Eels for the past 4 years, where she has learned to push herself and balance her time, receiving awards such as Most Dedicated and Most Improved. As Student Council Treasurer, Choir Secretary, Leadership Camp Counselor, and a devoted Leo Club member, this inductee is an academic high achiever who has proven herself to be an engaged member of the DeWaynesburg community. She volunteers her time to these organizations and constantly strives to give back to her community in a positive way. Please join me in welcoming Kristen Johnson to the DeWaynesburg National Honor Society.
Inductee is a dedicated athlete who pushes herself constantly. This next inductee is a dedicated athlete who pushes herself constantly in both track and cross country, setting an example for younger members. When she isn't participating in meets, she's volunteering her time to help with events, both for our school and another school. This student has been recognized as a leader many times, with the awards of Track Rookie of the Year and Cross Country MVP, as well as having been invited to attend the Youth Leadership Conference and the DeWaynesburg Wellness Committee, both of which bring strong-minded students together to solve problems of student health and wellness. She helps her friends and neighbors as she babysits and takes care of their pets. She is able to work with a multitude of people, from the kids she chaperones as a junior counselor at Camp Raven to the senior citizens she plays for in band. Her hard work and initiative make her an outstanding individual. Please join me in welcoming Jessica Archambault to the DeWaynesburg National Honor Society.
Our next inductee embodies everything the National Honor Society stands for. She has dedicated herself to the commitment of numerous sports teams, including volleyball, softball, and basketball, in addition to countless volunteer activities for the betterment of her community. This year, she played basketball for the first time, and through this program, she was able to work with elementary students at practice to help them learn the tips and tricks of the sport. This inductee has also been involved in several activities within her community, by helping neighbors shovel their driveways, rake leaves, and garden, as well as helping families by babysitting kids while their parents were at work. During the Christmas seasons, she also took her time to visit and write letters to patients at nursing homes. She is highly involved in her school as well. As a freshman, she tutored young students to help them learn the basic rudimentary skills in various topics for multiple hours each week. She was also involved in her school musical, where she stepped outside of her comfort zone and worked with young actors to improve their skills. Please join me in welcoming Diana Issa to the DeWaynesburg National Honor Society.
Our next inductee has demonstrated her suitability for the National Honor Society through her leadership and dedication to her school and her sports teams, as well as in the community. She is a member of the Leo Club, where she takes part in activities to benefit the community, and was chosen for the Schenectady Youth Leadership Conference through a drug prevention coalition, where she discussed tools to limit drug use amongst teens. This inductee is an active athlete through her participation in volleyball, basketball, and softball,
and shows her leadership through her captaincy of both the JV volleyball and basketball teams. She uses her abilities in these sports to give back to the community by instructing elementary schoolers and helping them to develop an excitement for both volleyball and basketball. She continues her leadership in the school as she represents her peers as class president. This inductee demonstrates her care and dedication to her community through numerous activities, including making and distributing Christmas cards to nursing homes and volunteering in a bake sale to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Foundation. She has also shown her dedication to the families in the community by working the Duanesburg Little League concession stand and babysitting for many local families. This inductee's strong commitment to her school, sports teams, and community through leadership and service have allowed her to embody everything NHS stands for. Please join me in welcoming Ella Moses to the Duanesburg National Honor Society.
Our next inductee demonstrates her worthiness in the National Honor Society in several ways, such as from participating in several school sports to dedicating her free time to volunteer work. In school, this student takes pride as an athlete, competing in softball, cheerleading, and bowling. She takes on several volunteer hours while in school, including signing members up for the blood drive and providing snacks and drinks for those who donated blood. Not only that, but the student takes pride in working as the light technician for the school drama club, allowing her to teach and assist younger students. When she isn't at school volunteering or participating in sports, the student spends her time trying to make the days of others brighter. From handing out cookies at a nursing home to volunteering at a pet adoption event, the student demonstrates her dedication to her community. In 2019, the student was voted as the Altamont Fair Queen, where she set a great example for the younger children and even helped them with arts and crafts. Through all of her hard work in sports, volunteering, and working as a tech assistant at the Guilderland Animal Hospital, the student remains on the principal's list and as a scholar athlete. The student demonstrates leadership and a strong character in her determination to help others, which is everything that the National Honor Society needs. Please join me in welcoming Cassandra Dillenbeck into the Duanesburg National Honor Society.
Our last but not least inductee is an active member of our school's drama club. She spends her time helping out the community by planting flowers for the Leo Club, volunteering at our annual blood drives, helping with our Memorial Day parade, and much more. She adores horses and has taught children how to care for them. This inductee has written a children's book which she read to first graders, and she enjoys babysitting children. She won the Teen Winter Writing Contest in Albany, where she attended a ceremony and read her book. Not only that, but this inductee placed third in the Daily Gazette Writing Contest and was featured in the newspaper. She has helped our DCS basketball team by recording their games and collecting money for a Toys for Tot fundraiser. This inductee has also helped her class by raising money through garage sales and selling water bottles, while also being her class's president. She's been awarded a scholarship for leadership at a SUNY college and has attended a leadership conference at a military base. All in all, this inductee spends her free time volunteering and helping others, writing, and being in drama club. Please join me in welcoming Bailey Grenier to the National Honor Society. Once again, congratulations to all our inductees. We will present each inductee with a certificate and pin in the fall. Mrs. Delarocco will now lead us all in the National Honor Society pledge.
Please repeat after me. Being aware of the honor bestowed upon me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been elected. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing to try intelligently and courageously to be a leader, to value untarnished character, and to give myself freely in service to others. On behalf of the present members of the National Honor Society, I welcome you. Congratulations. We now welcome Mrs. Marvin for tonight's closing remarks.
Thank you for joining us during this very special event as we honor our newest inductees into the National Honor Society. Congratulations to all of you. Being inducted into the National Honor Society is truly an honor, and all of you have demonstrated scholarship, leadership, character, and service. I know that we will see great things from all of you this coming year. Again, congratulations on this accomplishment. I also want to say farewell to the graduating NHS students. You have made a strong impact on our community, and we will truly miss you.